here, neighbors, friends, organizers, and community members who care deeply about the future of this country and the community that we call home. Earlier this month, I was in Washington, D.C., meeting with our congressional delegation, advocating for Wilmington and making sure they understand what our community needs from them. And while I was there, I stood in front of the Department of Justice, and I saw a giant banner with a giant face on it of a convicted felon. But it wasn't a wanted poster. It was a poster of Donald Trump, hanging from the Department of Justice. That's not normal. That's not what democracy looks like. And that is exactly why we're here today. We're here for No King's Day, but let's be clear about what that means. It does not mean that we're against leadership. It does not mean that we're against government. It means we're against the idea, however it shows up, that power belongs to one person, unchecked, unaccountable, and above the people. Because in this country, power does not flow from a throne. It flows from the people. The founders of this nation rejected kings, not just in name, but in principle. They rejected the idea that one person could decide whose voice matters, whose rights count, whose future is protected. And yet, here we are. At a moment when we see efforts to concentrate power, to weaken checks and balances, to sideline institutions, and to tell people quietly or loudly that their participation doesn't matter. But Wilmington knows better. We know that democracy is not something that we inherit once and keep forever. It's something we practice. It's something we protect. And yes, it's something that we sometimes have to fight for. And when I say fight, I don't mean with anger alone. I mean with organization, with persistence, with showing up to meetings, to the polls, and to each other. I mean doing the sometimes unglamorous work of democracy, knocking on doors, having hard conversations, sitting through long public meetings, building coalitions across differences, because that is how power stays where it belongs, with the people. Here in Wilmington, we see every day how local voices help shape real outcomes. When residents speak up about housing, we listen. When neighbors raise concerns about growth, we engage. When communities organize around environmental protection, transportation, or public safety, it changes decisions. That's not theoretical democracy. That's lived democracy, and it's worth defending. No King's Day is a reminder that no matter who holds office, locally, statewide, or nationally, they are not rulers. They are public servants. And if they forget that, it is our job to remind them, not once, not just during elections, but every day. So today is not just about resistance, it's about responsibility. The responsibility to stay informed, the responsibility to stay engaged, the responsibility to look out for one another, especially those whose voices are often pushed to the margins. Because a healthy democracy is not measured by how well it serves the powerful. It's measured by how well it serves everyone. And I'll close with this. There has never been a moment in this country's history when democracy maintained itself. It has always required people, ordinary people, choosing to care, to act, and to show up. That's what you're doing here today, and that's what matters. So let's keep showing up, let's keep organizing, let's keep building a community and a country where power truly belongs to the people. No kings, no exceptions. Thank you.